Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. Let's get right into it. It's Monday morning and the hurricane is bearing down on Florida. I hope if you're down there you're prepared. I'm in South Carolina, but it could go right over top of me. Not as bad as the Florida will have, but I will have high winds, a lot of rain, and definitely some damage. I live in the country, so trees will come down, so I'm expecting power outages if it comes my way, and we're preparing accordingly. So let's get right into Boots on the Ground. This person, very important. I work in the banking industry, so I will give you the facts as far as money. Once you deposit into your bank, the old saying says, read the fine print is something that 99% of the customers who open a bank account do not do, but should. When you sign those papers and use the documents to open your bank account, you agree to the bank terms. And those terms state that once you deposit your money, that money is no longer belongs to you, but is now the property of the bank. And the bank can now do whatever it wants with your money. If the bank goes insolvent, you lose all your money. FDIC insures up to $200,000 per customer, but the bank can take up to 100 years to pay you back. Research the Dodd-Frank Act for more information. This information is very scary. So, you know, if you have a large amount of money in the bank, you might want to move it around, put it somewhere safer. Just contact your trusted financial advisor. Right now, we just need prayer, especially for the teams working for the special needs shelter. It takes teams of doctors, nurses, security, kitchen staff, and helpers to work these shelters. These are for the special needs people down in Florida. This is from a chaplain. So yes, pray for, you know, everyone, but especially people with special needs, people that have mental problems, anxiety, stress. This is definitely very stressful for them. So pray for those people in that area. This person lives in Pennsylvania, and I currently subscribe to Christian Healthcare Ministries. In the past year, the price of the gold membership went from $172 to $205 per household unit in January of 2022. In the past week, they have just announced it will be going up again to $235 per unit, which also includes a personal responsibility requirement of $1,000 per year for non-maternity sharing and $1,500 for maternity. Prior to these cost increases, Christian Healthcare Ministries only raised their monthly gift every 10 years or so and had a personal responsibility requirement of $500. These are crazy economic times we are in, and hopefully they won't have to raise their memberships each year, as it might hurt a lot of self-employed people or families who participate in the ministry. So healthcare is just going sky high, and the reason is the dollar is losing value. This is in South Seattle. I had a busy morning, so I decided to go pick up a burger at a local owned joint near my house. I figured one burger and a regular fry won't be that much. I paid over $14 for one single burger and a fry, and on top of that, they forgot to add the cheese. I've been supporting this business for years, but unfortunately, this is no longer possible at this prices. And when I give these statements and people say, we're not upset, we're not trying to get down on the restaurants, especially independent restaurants that are trying to make a living, everything's costing money. But when you only have a certain amount of dollars in your wallet, you have to make decisions, and it involves cutting back. This is a report from Central Arkansas. Walmart dog food is up in price and down in size. Shrinkflation used to be 52 pounds. Now it's 46, but the price is also up by $5. My wife just went to Dollar General to grab some bleach. A small bottle is almost $6. Crazy. That is their words, not mine. Crazy. This person sent me this, just a little segment. Trade is vital to Illinois. 43,000 soybean producers with roughly 60% of the nearly 672 million bushels of soybeans grown in Illinois are being exported, resulting in an estimated $4 to $5 billion in value. Yet there's a lot of value there, but we cannot eat money. We have to have a physical product. And it sounds like the soybeans are being exported. Now, where are they being exported to? It sounds like the export is going out of the United States. So that's a lot of food that is leaving the United States. This is a sit rep, and this is like 24 hours old. So it's probably changed to the worse. Gasoline lines are getting worse. This is involving Florida. And some stations reportedly empty for some grades. Tankers are running north from Tampa. Saw many on the trip today. All 67 Florida counties are under emergency declaration. Grocery store I went to, Public, on the high end, had no flats of water and only had distilled gallons on the shelf. Alternatives like carbonated flavored water was rapidly depleting. Stores were very busy. I'm hearing reports that most stores down there have no bottled water at all. Traffic. A lot of aggressive drivers were observed traveling to and from northern Tampa on secondary roads. Traffic volume was much higher than normal. Grocery store parking lots are slammed, and rightfully so. Saw plenty of single axle trailers heading towards local lumber yards, probably to get plywood. Fuel. Every station I drove past, maybe 20 or so, were either filled or nearly filled to capacity. Plenty of red gas cans being filled up as well. This is, someone sent me this. It said, according to this woman, she wanted to compare for herself how much food prices have risen. So she placed an identical Walmart order that she had placed in February of 2021. The February 2021 order came to $330. The identical food order, September 22nd, 2022, has more than doubled to $725. And they made some comments about good old Joe's assertion of 8% inflation. This is not even close. Just a thought. Why don't people have their key fob ready in hand, sound the alarm if something is suspicious or imminent danger? That annoying sound always turns head. That is true. So be prepared. You're walking to your vehicle. Keep your keys, if you're right-handed, in your left hand. Leave this hand free. This is your strong, dominant hand, especially if you have a concealed weapons permit. When you're walking to the parking lot, nothing goes in that right hand. You do not want to have to drop something to draw a weapon or to defend yourself. Keep your strong hand always free. This person wrote, the chaos before the storm, panic buying, sweeping Florida as supermarket shelves are stripped bare of water, toilet paper, and canned goods ahead of the storm. Hopefully, if you're watching this channel, you've already prepared 99% of what you need to do. This person's in Olympia, Washington. Fruit trees are very lean on fruit. Lots of people are saying the pollinators are the problem. This is sort of cool. My wages did go up. I worked for a prepper. It was kind of funny one day, however, we discovered each other. We were talking about some constitutional silver, and he asked me what I needed that for, and we went from there. Haha. Yes. So they do tree work. But what they're seeing is, right now, no one is giving them the tree. So they cut the trees down. Everyone wants to keep their tree because they want to turn into firewood. So that's very, very good to hear. People getting ready. This is a site you need to bookmark. It's called firesglobalincidentmaps.com. Global Incident Maps. I will give a link to it. And it shows a lot of incidents in the world, so it's a good intel gathering place to check out things. I'm in central Wisconsin, and gas was $3.29 here for a week or so, and today it jumped to $4.04. I was waiting to fill up some gas cans, and now I lost out. Don't wait to get your gas. This person urges us to buy vitamins and minerals and supplements because in trying times we might be not having the proper diet with fresh fruits and vegetables. This person lives in an area where there's a huge blueberry and raspberry area. It's in Washington State. And they're saying in their area, the farmers are saying they're only getting about 40% of their normal quantities. The reason was there was an exceptional long and wet winter, and they didn't flower when they were supposed to. This person says, my own raspberries are down about only 60% of what I normally get. This person said, I went to look at a job site that is in a suburban area. This is a middle-class neighborhood that is wooded and has a more rural feeling. It is about 2 miles from the main thoroughfare, and it has a lot of homeless people there. The building that I was to be working on is a telecommunication building, and it was surrounded by homeless people and tents. There wasn't a place to park the truck. This person is in southwestern Ontario, and they say they're not really seeing any shortages there. My Walmart is well stocked with almost everything. It is interesting to hear that 200 miles south in Michigan is a completely different story. I have wondered why this is. Is it because people are unloading in Vancouver instead of Long Beach? I don't know. They also said that the local grocery store had a fire. The fire wasn't a big deal, but smoke tainted everything. So they decided to redo the store and replace all the equipment. They cannot get coolers until April. The store will be closed for more than 6 months, a major inconvenience. In reality, I don't think the store will ever open again. Even the local gas station is taking forever to build. I'm sure they are missing equipment too. This comes from London, Ontario, Canada. So, sounds like Canada's doing a little bit better than us in this one particular area. This is Shelby, North Carolina. My son's pills are no longer coming in pill bottles. They're being sent in a Ziploc baggie. And there is a pill bottle shortage. It also said the pharmacy in their area has very limited hours just because they don't have enough workers. They said the hospital has 3 triage rooms in the ER. Only 1 triage room is being used due to staffing. They say once triage, the ER is having difficult actually because the ER rooms are full, and they're having a problem because they have no place to put mental health patients because the mental health floor has no rooms available. They said the ER rooms are dirty and needs to be cleaned. Again, a staffing issue. They also said, this person said their insulin, they are only being able to pick up their insulin half of it at a time, so they have to go back to the pharmacy and get the other half because there is definitely, sounds like, an insulin shortages. This is in Texas. Empty shelves are showing up here. Hasn't been that bad up here till now. I sure hope these empty shelves are because everyone is busy prepping and not because of short supply. This is from Northwest Ohio. I was talking with a friend who is a practicing doctor at a local hospital and asked him about the state of our hospital. He said the state of their hospital is good and there was no serious concerns about their ability to deliver health care. However, he said the hospital is now mostly using contract nurses instead of permanent employees. The hospital has maintaining adequate nursing staff, but the salary cost has increased significantly because the contract nurses are always looking for the highest paying employer, and this is forcing the hospital to pay much higher wages to maintain the retention. He also mentioned that sometimes the hospital has to deny patient discharge up to several days because the rehabilitation facilities or the company providing home nursing services lack sufficient staff to support the patient. Medicare does not cover the cost of the delayed discharge. The hospital must absorb the cost. This person sent me some pictures. They bought some apple juice, and I guess the next day they went back and bought the same apple juice from Kroger. They were trying to stock up. And there is a huge difference between the color. One is very dark, one is very light. So I'm wondering, just 2 different apples? I don't know, but you could tell a definite difference in the looks of the apple juice. This is Vancouver, Washington. Yesterday, regular gasoline increased from $4.25 to $4.79 per gallon, a jump of 54 cents per gallon. Which is weird because oil prices are going down. They also said the Augustin Farm eggs was at $14 a can. Now they're at $81 per can. They also said that their store is decently stocked, but their prices have increased anywhere from 40% to 100% on mostly food items. This person says most people in California are on Pacific Gas and Electric, and they're on the flexible rate program where there is an increased rate during high demand hours of the day. Formerly, the expensive high demand hours were from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for a 2-hour period. But now they have automatically moved most people onto a new plan where the high demand hours are from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. This was not well announced. Since the high demand hours are more expensive, they're basically collecting higher rates on 5 hours instead of 2, a 250% increase in higher rates charged. So if you're using the Pacific Gas and Electric, find out exactly the times that you can use cheaper and do your laundry, do your drying, do whatever you can during these off-peak hours, because if not, a 250% increase in this rate is crazy. This person wants to remind everyone about alternative heating. People are starting to get fall. They're going to be getting cold. Check your wood. Check your propane. Check kerosene space heaters. Also, he said, get a carbon monoxide detector. Check your fire extinguishers. It's better to be safe right now. This person bought a commercial grade scale and ensured it was properly calibrated, and then they bought some meat from different stores and they checked them out, and they found major differences on what you're paying for and what you're getting. So it's hard to really fight that, but there are agencies in the state that if you are concerned that you are getting ripped off or gypped, call these agencies with the data and the information you have. They will investigate. They also gave just a bunch of price increases, and it's drastic. The toothpaste they use a year ago was $3.58, now it's $4.98. Diet Coke was $1.48, now it's $2.14. I'm not going to bore you with all these data points. The bottom line is food is going up, and everyone is feeling it. This is a shout out to Freedom Mom 10. So Freedom Mom 10, good morning. This is in New York. The plastic bags were outlawed some time ago, forcing patrons to either bring their own reusable shopping bags or purchase a paper bag for 5 cents for most retailers. I was told by a Walmart employee that they are no longer offering the 5-cent paper bag for purchase. You can either bring your own reusable bags, purchase their reusable bags for 99 cents, or carry your items out without a bag. I wonder if Walmart has decided to make this a company-wide policy after hearing so many stories of no plastic bags in other parts of the country. If you got rid of plastic bags down in the South, we'd probably revolt. I go to Sam's to get rotisserie chickens. They are large, and as of now, they are still $4.98 for this whole chicken. I'm standing in line with a lot of people waiting. The person who put the large chickens in the plastic container kept throwing several in the trash, and nobody was asking why. I asked, and she said, this is Sam's policy. If the chicken is too large to fit into the container, throw it away. I was shocked and told her to grab a big one and set them aside, and I would put them in a plastic meat bag. She could not do that as I watched her throw another one in the trash. She said that so much other food is wasted throughout the store that you would not believe it. Now, this is the first time I'm hearing about Sam's. If anyone works at Sam's that can verify this, it would be greatly appreciated. But I can understand if it can't fit in the container, maybe by law they have to sell it in that container or a suitable container, but still, it seems like a big waste. I think a year from now we'll look back and we'll say, man, we wasted a lot of food in this country that we desperately need. This is in Reno, Nevada, Super Walmart last night. It was about 8 p.m. and this was actually Saturday night. The store was very busy. When I went to check out, I noticed there was only 2 employees working their registers for the entire store. Only 12 checkouts, and these were the self-checkouts. No regular registers open. One employee was helping a customer that had gotten overcharged for merchandise. That left one person to try to stay on top of all the people in the store that needed help working the self-checkouts. This is crazy. I talked about whiskey going down in price. Now we have Central Missouri. This guy said, or Gail said, cigarettes dropped $2 a carton. What the heck? So cigarettes have gone down and whiskey's gone down. Everything else is going up. So I hope you're prepping. I hope you're preparing. Don't get discouraged. Do not have anxiety over what's happening. You can't control it. You can control your daily prepping lifestyle. You can control your attitude. So please stay positive and just keep prepping. Thanks for watching.